Hey, what's up, everybody? Life Without Pants with another Path of Exile video, and today we're going to talk about my 319 league start plans. Now, originally, before the reveal happened, my plan was to do a lot of harvest. So if we go in here and we take a look at the these remove only tabs, I've got some, I think, harvest maps down here somewhere. Before, you used to be able to run a T10 map, whatever that was, and it would give you level 76 crafts from that, and those can be used on any item, so any level 86, whatever. Now they've changed the way that harvest works, so this is all completely unnecessary, and you juice your harvest with pack size and quant, and depending on the tier of the map. So let's take a look at what the natural tiers of maps are. So I've made this cheat sheet so that you can easily figure out which map you're going to be running. Before, I think a tier 10 map would have been really good, or tier 11, so you can get the red master missions on completion. Now, obviously, we're going to go for the tier 16s or tier 15s. Now, with harvest, it doesn't really matter too much because the Sacred Grove is a tiny little portal, and that can go anywhere on the map. It doesn't really matter too much, but I think now, as we're juicing with quant and pack size, we need a open layout to synergize with another mechanic, and I think that mechanic's probably going to be Expedition. Expedition was always my backup plan for my character, so I was going to go Toxic Rain Raider, like really fast, Queen of the Forest, 200% move speed, maybe Devotos, that kind of stuff. Try and get a MageBlood week 1. Week 1 MageBlood, still the goal, but I think now we're going to have to alter the deal somewhat. So I think we're going to go for Dunes as our main map, so that's tier 15. Once we've got a single Void Stone, though, that'll be tier 16, so that means we can really juice that up. So to begin with, we're going to start off with a Toxic Rain Raider. We're going to go into Infinite Heist and finish campaign, or not quite finish the campaign. We're going to go to Kitava and then backtrack to the Rogue Harbor. Then we're going to go straight into Infinite Heist. Now, I've got a video for Infinite Heist here. I'll put the Orb of Horizons Cheat Sheet and the video in the description below so you can check that out. But this is just a guide on how exactly to make a lot of money early on in the league, get some maybe build enabling uniques that you need to use. So as soon as we've got a comfortable amount of money, we're going to leave Infinite Heist, finish campaign, then we're going to go straight into mapping. And at some point, we're going to start off with, we're going to keep going with the Toxic Rain Raider, but then we're going to switch into Lightning Strike. So here, this is the first 64 points. So this is, mid-yellows, something like that. The first thing I'm going to go for is Twice Tempted, so we get a strongbox in every map. It's just extra packs of monsters, it's XP, it's lots of items. Then we're going to go with Jun missions as well, because I personally really think Jun is going to be quite strong this league. I think there's a lot of the harvest crafts have probably been removed, the deterministic ones, so swapping Breachstones into Chayula Breachstones, swapping pure Ash Breachstones into pure Chayula Breachstones, I think they're going to be more in demand. It's also looking a lot like a Magic Find League, so getting those Varici White Sockets on Pariah Unset Rings is going to be super strong. Also, I think there's going to be a few great people to put into intervention encounters, probably Gravicius and Janus Perandus. So that's Divination Card Scarabs, and I believe the other one is Expedition Scarabs. So then we're going to start, blocking off a few mechanics. We're going to keep Expedition and Harvest available. I'm going to keep Straight and Narrow as well, because I intend to have farmed quite a few reveals from Heist before I go into the campaign, and then as soon as I find a blueprint, I can just run a couple of blueprints. I'll have lots of rogue markers. I'll be able to just jump into the blueprint, go and do it really quickly, and jump out with probably quite a few bits of loot. Maps, obviously we want to have higher tier chance of dropping good maps. I'm going to put in a additional shrine because shrines can be so good early on. Getting an action speed shrine or the the zoomy zoom shrine, so strong because that map is going to get finished in seconds. I'm going to take the Kirak wheel early on, so we get extra scouting reports, and you get extra Kirak missions. That means you can, as soon as you jump into this, you can get a Kirak mission in here, and if you have a unique one, then you can run those unique maps really early on. Then we're going to be blocking off a few more of the other league mechanics. I'm going over here, so I get more Jun missions and then getting expedition chance. We're getting harvest chance over here on this wheel, and then just the big harvest wheel here. So that's going to be the early yellows kind of deal. After that, we're going to just take the expedition wheel here, and we're going to come over and take shaping the valleys and shaping the seas. Obviously, we're taking tamper-proof and secret operations because this way we got lots of scarabs. All our strongboxes are rare and corrupted. Then we're coming over and taking the extra harvest wheel here and these parts of the expedition wheel. Now, I'm not taking the extra nodes because at this point I'm going to start buying scarabs and using them. I probably wouldn't actually have this quantum rarity wheel here. I mean, if you wanted, 100 out of 132. This is sort of early to mid reds at this point. And then the final tree that I'm looking at here is basically we've dropped the Kirak wheel. I think I'm going to have this by the end of day 2. Optimistically, this is 131, so we haven't done the third. But this is perhaps this is much more realistic perhaps. But this is what my end game tree is going to look like. Let's take that off there. And I think this is really attainable, especially with the transition into the Lightning Strike Raider that we're going to make. So we drop the Kirak wheel, we come over here, we get some pack size in Eater of Worlds influence maps, so we can run Eater influence very quickly. We've got lots. We've got the big quant wheel here. We've got the big quantum, the little quantum rarity wheel here. We've got our sextants because at this point we're probably going to start running harvest sextants as well. So that's going to be something. I think the life force, depending on what the crafts are. So there's a little bit of flexibility in here. If the crafts are all garbage, or if they just nerfed the crap out of them, then we may drop harvest or just leave it on with the chance, and then just keep going with natural harvests. But I think it's gonna be pretty tough if you're just doing natural harvests. It's a nice bit of money to get, but honestly, if you get the sextants early on, if you can get the area contains Sacred Grove and your blue harvests are more likely, and you get, I think they changed the sextant to double the life force, and that's really big because you're going to be making twice as much as anybody else. Maybe if you're just mapping, I think then if you just have a very fast character, obviously you can make a lot more as well. But I think per point, this is a very good investment. And at this point, we'd still be running expedition scarabs as well. So this is what the tree looks like. I'll put links to the trees in the description along with the Endless Heist video and this Orb of Horizons cheat sheet here. Let me know what kind of build you're playing. I'm looking forward. I've been testing a lot out on this Lightning Strike Raider. I've been trying to make sure that we can do Shaper Guardians, we can do Elder Guardians, and at what point can you do them? And I think around level 85, I'm sitting at 35k tooltip at the moment. It's obviously different with ramping, always ramping. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Chuck it a subscription if you like this kind of content, and I hope you're kind to everyone you meet. I love it all very much, and I'll see you in the next one. See you on Friday. Thanks.